few seconds. You will find out in a few seconds. Coma key on in the background. Right there. I'm getting irritated now. Oh, right there. Right there. I did it. 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 Wait, broadcast. Post. Okay. Patel. Director. I don't know what's going on with the rest of this song, but it don't even matter, guys. It don't even matter. It don't even matter, matter. Oh yeah, I gotta go like this. You know what? I'm supposed to be on this one. And then go to my page. Okay. Facebook made it so hard to go live when they do it. Like, oh, you over there, doing that thing. That thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. That thing. That thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. About that thing. That thing, that thing, that thing. It's live right now. Yeah, I'll find out like the next 10 seconds. It don't even matter. Because we got to get into these stories, guys. We got to get into these stories. There's a ceasefire with Hezbollah and Israel or whatever. So that's some good news. We're gonna get into that. There's a lot of good news we're gonna get into, guys. A lot. And when I say a lot, it's a lot of good news. You know, we usually got bad news going on, but not today. Today it's all good news. And if you ain't willing to have no good news in your lifetime, if you guys don't want to hear good things, then go to one of these worry wart channels. There's like so many people that have you online worrying about this and worrying about that. And we're just not here to make you guys worry. We're here to reassure you guys that stuff will be okay no matter what. So what are the first stories we got? Because we gonna say Patel for probably one of the last joints or whatever. Trump's tariff threatens to resurface U.S.-Canada trade tensions. So Trump's threatening tariffs. It went up to like 100% and everything. Like, look, right? You see him on number one. Something going with Syria. Trump threatens 100% tariffs on countries that buck U.S. dollar. What? Find another sucker. President-elect Trump warned nations forego efforts to adopt a new currency on Saturday. He said he ain't messing with BRICS. So like you sit here talking about you gonna stop the issues going on in Russia, but it seems like you expanding on them. There's some stuff going on in Syria with the rebels or whatever. World Central pauses. Gaza work after car carrying staff hit. It's always some crazy stuff. Trump selects Jared Kushner's father, Charles Kushner, for ambassador to France. I didn't even know we picked the ambassador to France. Politico is saying the U.S. suspends strategic partnership with Georgia after EU membership talks halted, stopped, and they place for good. They ain't coming back. They said they ain't never ever gonna come back again. You ain't coming back again. You ain't coming back again. Yeah, they ain't letting them in there. Trump and Republicans in Congress eye ambitious 100-day agenda. What's the agenda, you may ask? I don't know. Let's see what they try to do in 100 days. In 100 days. In 100 days, Biden signed like 200 bills. So like, I don't think he could top that. I don't think he could sign more bills than Biden. Oh, let me get my top button up. Well, I'm on this one looking like a savage. Why you ain't tell me that I'm looking like a savage right now? Do I look like a savage to you? Probably. Okay. But we gonna let that go. We gonna talk about some other stuff though. So yeah. Let's get into. Oh yeah, we want to see what his plans is for 100 days. Conservative U.S. influencer Candace Owens is barred from New Zealand. Everybody knows that. She can't go to New Zealand. She can't go to Canada. She can't go to France. They said, no, you ain't having on no airplanes. They said she a white supremacist terrorist. They said she wasn't a white supremacist terrorist. New day in America. That's a little headline they wanted to have on the jump. Why should AP a tax break for millionaires and almost everyone else? Why you start off with a tax break for millionaires? If I want to be a millionaire, maybe if they give us enough tax breaks, we can all be millionaires. And then houses are going to cost like $1 billion probably. And an end to the 19-era government subsidies that some Americans have used to purchase health insurance, limits in food stamps, including for women and children and other safety net programs. They're going to cut the safety nets. They said they're going to they cutting all this stuff. Government job cuts to drain the swamp. Having the election and sweeping to power, Republicans are planning an ambitious 100-day agenda with President-elect DJT in the White House and GOP lawmakers and congressional majority to accomplish their goals. At the top of the list, plans to renew some $4 trillion in expiring GOP tax cuts. A signature domestic achievement of Trump's first term and an issue that may define his return. Okay. To the White House. What we're focused on right now is being ready day one. The House Majority Leader Steve something or another said, listen, stop trying to get my money. Stop trying to get me to sign up. You are government-backed media. Government-backed media should not have so many advertisements. Like, this whole site runs off of tax dollars. Why are you advertising on the AP? I'm getting tired of this. What we're focused on right now is being ready day one, said the House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, RLA, after meeting recently with GOP colleagues to map it out. The policies emerging will receive long-running debates about America's priorities. It's raping, blah, 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 blah. So they didn't even really say what they're planning on. I guess they're planning on cutting welfare. So if you get welfare, I guess you like add a lot. Now, something from the BBC, Jared Kushner, New York Times, Pete Hegseth's mother wrote him an email in 2018 accusing him of mistreating women. Oh, your mama said you mistreat women. Your mama said you mistreat women. Okay, Pete Hegseth pauses to take reports after a series meetings with senators and Russell Senate office building on Capitol Hill on November 21st, 2024. In Washington, D.C., Hedges was nominated by President-elect DJT to be the next Secretary of Defense. Sometimes when I take some of this stuff off, it actually gives y'all a better experience. I don't know if it's going to work this time or not. Leader, Department of Defense, sent an email to her son in 2018 that sharply criticized his treatment of women. The New York Times reported Friday. Penelope Hedgehoff told her son in an email that there are many women whom he has abused in some way. Oh, really? And encouraged him to get some help, according to the email publishing the Times. So she's seen it. They said he was out here. They said he was from. I don't even know how to say it. The email's partial publication comes as Pete Hedges, a veteran and former Fox News host with no prior government experience. They keep emphasizing on that. No prior government experience. Expected to face a Senate confirmation process, including questions about essay allegation from October 2017. No charges were filed against Hedges. Why is everybody he keeps picking keep having cases like this? At least the new dude he picked. Matter of fact, we gonna get into the new dude. I wanted to see the world. I hit U.S. looking for the world. Georgia government, Taiwanese president begins high Hawaii stopover despite China's protest. Okay. Israel accused, what's up, bro? Israel accuses World Central Kitchen worker of rolling October 7th strike. Trump threatens 100% tariff on a whole bunch of people. What's going on with the ceasefire? Because everybody was talking about the ceasefire. See the scale of destruction in Hezbollah's stronghold near Beirut. Well, I thought they told me to talk about the ceasefire. I just wrote a whole story about the ceasefire. Did the ceasefire not even last 12 hours? This is crazy, yo. This is crazy. Can we get some peace? Can we get some peace just for a little bit? Zelensky says natives offers Ukraine-controlled territory could end hot stage of war. Saudi Arabia leads pushback against plastic treaty. Assistant dying MP who backed bill says concerns remain. Caso boosts security after canal blast threatens power supplies. I was talking about Notre Dame yesterday, yesterday. Times go by so quick. So this is like the top story right now. This election denier, little election denier. Trump picks longtime ally Kash Patel to replace current FBI director. They said he's well qualified because, like, he just, you know how he do it, guys. He be out here denying. He's just like deny. He denied more allegations than he denied more elections than Matt Gaetz. That's why he take a Matt Gaetz spot. But from what I've heard about Kash Patel from him speaking, he don't like people that got them type of cases. So if Matt actually does got one of them cases, Kash is going to lock Matt up. So it's going to be kind of crazy. He done replace him with a whole dude like this dude, a predator poacher. I think he got a whole YouTube or something. Like, I definitely done heard him talking about he running around here trying to catch them like playground bandits and stuff. So let's see what the NPR got to say about Kash Patel. President-elect Donald Trump intends to install Kash Patel, a close ally and former national security aide, who has betrayed the Justice Department and news media to replace Christopher Wray as the director of the FBI. Trump wrote in a post on social media Saturday that Patel is a brilliant lawyer, investigator, and America First fighter who has spent his career exposing corruption, defending justice, and protecting the American people. Like I said, he's one of the predator poachers. He out here trying to catch. He's from what I heard about dude, he's like what was boy name? Chris Hansen. He a regular Chris Hansen type dude. And like I heard him talking about trying to lock up like half the people in Congress. Patel came to the national attention as a congressional aide investigating the feds who were probing Russian interference in the 2016 election before he pivoted into roles in Trump's National Security Council. Woo, that's a lot of words. He's a regular on right-wing podcasts where he has issued threats to prosecute political adversaries. Yeah, but he always says he's going to go after the people that's, like, going after kids. So, like, I'm just a little bit confused because that's all he says. He says he's going to go after, like, people going after kids. At least that's the only thing I really noticed him talking about. You know, I'll be skimming through these podcasts looking for certain key points or whatever, yeah. Where he has issued threats to prosecute political adversaries. Patel also pledged to shutter the FBI headquarters on day one. So he's going to they hired him to run the FBI and he said he's going to close the FBI? How's that going to work? And to disperse employees through there across the country. Well, that kind of makes sense, yeah. Why does all the FBI got to be in one place? They run around trying to catch, like, predators. We're absolutely dead serious, Patel told podcaster Steve Bannon after the November election. Patel, 44, is a former Justice Department prosecutor turned fierce critic of the agency. He wrote a book promising to hollow out the DOJ and FBI by cleaning house and sweeping out their senior ranks. Patel also said he wants to declassify reams of government secrets. I don't think you could do that though. And to wrest security clearances away from people who investigated Trump. The FBI director serves a 10-year term in office across multiple presidential administrations in an effort to shield the Bureau from partisan political pressure. The job requires Senate confirmation. In response to the announcement, the FBI issued a statement. Every day, the men and women of the FBI continue to work to protect Americans from the growing array of threats. Director Ways focus remains on the men and women, the FBI, the people who do the work with the people who we do the work for. Trump appointed Way in 2017 after firing predecessor Jim Comey. Way has signaled he wants to serve out the remainder of his term, but his relationship with Trump has been a tense one. Trump said he's gonna be in there. He's going back to his MSNBC roots. He coming out there like, you're fired. Near the end of the first Trump administration, then President Trump attempted to put Patel in the senior role at the CIA, but senior leaders at the CIA and the Justice Department blocked the move. Block the move. Block the move. Block. Is that it? We ain't getting nothing else about this? Let's see what Fox News got to say. Because Fox News might try to say something different. But then Fox News, I heard they got some of them playground extractionists down there too. Now we want to see what this man got to say from himself. What you got to say? He look a little silly right there. He looks a little silly.
Do you want to know why more and more people are...
Nah, I really don't. So we just gonna do that. So y'all ain't got to experience this advertisement with me. 18 seconds left. That 18 seconds is going way longer than 18 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Well, there you go. That's former Florida Attorney General and newly named U.S. Attorney General nominee Pam Bondi, predicting accountability for those who attacked President Trump unfairly in the past 10 years. If confirmed, the incoming Attorney General could oversee and lead that accountability after a decade of political dirty tricks against President Trump, beginning with the Russia collusion lie and related surveillance of candidate and then President Trump. This past week, FBI Director Christopher Wray and Homeland Security Secretary
What's going on with the Patel dude? What's going on with Patel? We came here to find out about Patel. If Patel is not on here, this ends up being a long video. I'm going to be a little bit irritated. Let's speed this up so we ain't sitting here dealing with this one forever. Let me see. Speed it up.
Mayorkas failed to show up for a planned public hearing into worldwide threats, instead offering to speak only in a classified setting. And only Chief of Staff Kash Patel, who is reportedly on President-elect Trump's shortlist to become the next director of the FBI. Kash Patel, great to have you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Your reaction to what you just heard from Pam Bondi, incoming perhaps next U.S. Attorney General.
President Trump received a constitutional mandate from the American people in the executive branch and the House of Representatives in the United States Senate. His selection of Pam Bondi to be the Attorney General and nominate her shows you his dedication and commitment to that constitutional mandate.
I thought everybody said they don't like her because she what did they say she was into? She don't like them pew-pews. She want to take them pew-pews away from you. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know, personally. I don't know none of these people. I just know what I be seeing on the internet. And the stuff the internet is saying about her right now is nowhere near good. We don't lost the video. Oh, hold on. I think we got the video back.
Bondi is a fantastic nominee to represent and restore the Constitution. And we'll talk about threats overseas in a minute, but let's talk about the problems facing Washington and America right now. The fact that you have leaders of the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, and FBI failing to show up to Congress is a constitutional violation of their duties. I want constitutional representatives like Pam Bondi to be appointed and Senate confirmed, and I don't want them to forget that on day one. She won't. I want them to remember that the FBI, the DOJ, the DOD report to the United States Senate and the United States House of Representatives, and that commitment continues throughout their entire tenure. And I don't want any more Washington speak about we can't talk about this, we can't talk about that. The American people deserve courage and commitment and constitutional oversight, and that's what President Trump is going to deliver, and I just want people to show up to the United States Senate.
Okay, I gotta pause them like that. That was goofy. That was goofy. So I gotta pause it in a way I ain't never paused it before.
Whoever's named in whatever position and say, we work for you, and you work for the American people.
Kash, I know you've been a student of all of this for many, many years, with all of your roles, including the Chief of Staff of the Department of Defense. I want to get your take on what former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe said about you. He targeted you specifically, saying that you would be dangerous. No part of the FBI's mission is safe with Kash Patel in any position of leadership in the FBI, and certainly not in the Deputy Director's...
How do you guys feel about this Kash Patel guy? Sound off in them little comment sections or whatever.
From Andrew McCabe, your reaction?
Well, look, my 16 plus years in government service as a public defender, as a national security prosecutor, as a civilian in Joint Special Operations Command, leading President Trump's counterterrorism missions, taking out
Baghdadi. He sound way different on regular speed, don't he? Don't he sound way different on regular speed? I didn't know he could sound like that.
Hostages, serving as his Deputy Director of National Intelligence, and lastly as Chief of Staff. The only thing I was beholden to was the United States Constitution. And yes, I was a lead investigator where he exposed the Russiagate crimes that Comey, McCabe, Strzok, and Page, and so many others committed. And we reported to Congress those oversight matters, and those were taken up through them in the right course to the American people. So if anyone has a complaint about that and questions my unwavering commitment to the Constitution,
is it just me, or does he sound like he's in like the little Rainbow Mafia?
I'm happy to talk to them about it. I'm especially happy to talk to the media about it. But you can look at my record, and those calling me a danger, let's just ask them for a proof, a piece of evidence that actually shows I've committed any constitutional violations or any ethical quandaries, and I'd love to hear.
Like I said, though, they definitely said he, like, be out here trying to go after the playground extractionists. He said he wanted to start locking up people in the FBI or whatever because, like, they all got that stuff on their hard drives.
Their response to this.
Yeah, it's interesting because all of this, when they were saying Russia, Russia, Russia with President Trump, they were actually missing what was a serious danger, and that was Communist China. And I know you've also done extensive work on the threat of Communist China. Talk to us about that in terms of what you see as the most important threats.
But the thing is, if he running the FBI, he can't do nothing about China. I don't know if you realize that. Like, what's up with the right? They always want to come at China. Like, China, like, chill out, bro.
Facing this nation right now.
It dovetails what we were talking about. These leaders of DOD, the IC, and everywhere else have to report back to the Senate their findings and revolve around their budgets and make sure that we are attacking our adversaries. So it's threefold for me. It's the CCP, it's Russia, and it's Iran. And it's what they're doing in space, especially that is concerning. They have taken a leap. Remember, people were laughing at President Trump when he created the Space Force.
Bro, I haven't played a video game in, like, so long. I haven't played a video game in so long. The last game I played was the but I'm live streaming right now, bro. This is my live news show every night at 10 o'clock. But yeah, I haven't played a video game since when Kakarot came out. I couldn't get past the Cell Saga, and that just made me stop playing games. You should have known I was going to stop playing games sooner or later. I used to get so mad playing them games.
Did that brilliantly and with foresight. And what we need to do is take on the orbital landscape above the Earth's atmosphere and make sure we have the technology based on Elon Musk and company to take on these threats. The cyber capabilities they are doing to us. The CCP is inundating us with public companies, and also the sub-oceanic efforts that Russia and the CCP are undertaking must be at the top of the list, in my opinion, to take on so that we don't have a crushing defeat in our electrical grid infrastructure, and also that we protect the American people. And lastly, Iran. They are the world state sponsor of terror. They cannot have a nuclear weapon, and President Trump's mandate to remove them from the JCPOA and make sure they don't have access to the global banking system is something he needs to work with Congress on again to make sure our allies and...
But still, in the end of the day, my guy, you can't do nothing about China. So why is y'all talking about China? Why is y'all smoking about China?
Adversaries align with the no-fail mission of the United States of America.
Well, and all of these things, you're just touching on some of the issues that we talk about, but I'm glad that you went to space there. But what about some of the other practical things that we've seen no response whatsoever? Continued intellectual property theft, a cover-up of COVID, fentanyl coming through our southern border, all of this communist China, and we really haven't seen any response. Iran, the same thing. They had, efforts to kill President Trump, and yet no response from the Biden administration.
The FBI works international borders, though. Like, why you keep asking about foreign policy if he's running the FBI? The only thing he can really do is deal with the people that came across the border.
I was told that, in fact, is an act of war. Again, he didn't respond to it until just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, right now is, I think, in my opinion, the most dangerous time, this sort of lame duck period, where the president is not acting in the capability that needs to defend this nation. And what we need to do is have our leaders of the agencies and departments that were confirmed by the Senate show up and do their job and tell the Senate and the House of Representatives, these are our failures, these are our weaknesses, we need help, we need you to respond in this time of need. And those guys not showing up to the Hill and just deflecting their responsibilities shows us how much more danger we are in. We know what President Trump's going to do, but he's 54 days away from taking the oath of office. Right now, we need the United States of America to remind those agencies and departments.
And you gotta remember, Trump's at that age, he might not wake up tomorrow. And I'm not saying that as like no insult or nothing. He's at that age that like we don't last forever, guys. We don't last forever.
Leaders that they work for us, and the mandate that President Trump was given was to protect our borders, to make sure CCP fentanyl doesn't kill our children, to end the forever wars, to return our hostages, and make sure American global diplomacy is in great hands when President Trump is sent to the Oval Office on January 20th. And we must respect the will and power of Congress. I cannot stress that enough. The constitutional oversight responsibilities of the United States House of Representatives and the Senate has been lost by the leaders of the deep state in Washington, D.C. And I think President Trump is going to restore that with his selections and his nominees.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the public has also lost trust.
Well, it's up to you to restore some type of order going on with the FBI and the feds running around and stuff. You know, the FBI been running down on people over like stuff that's like nothing for real. Nothing for real. Recently, in the area that I live in, they was kicking in somebody's door or whatever over an eviction. They said that like he was saying he ain't like the mayor online, so they just came through real deep and lit his house all up or whatever. Really to get him out the house. He was mad at the mayor because the mayor didn't make no way or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, he was a sovereign citizen. They ain't had no choice but it's like, y'all gotta chill out. Stop it. Get some help.
In a number of these agencies. Kash, how do you believe Americans will regain trust in our most important law enforcement agencies?
One thing.
We won't. We won't. Nobody likes the law enforcement agencies. You guys like the law enforcement agencies? The law enforcement agencies? No, nobody likes them. Nobody likes them. You know how you restore trust with the law enforcement agencies? Go after people going after kids. And then make like, you know, back when the nation was founded, when you had a problem with somebody, you could do what is known as a duel. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, kind of, right? So you go out there and you take a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they line up with their stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Everybody clears out the area because they know y'all about to start dueling and playing the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You just let off like 30 Yu-Gi-Oh cards at him, and he lets off 30 Yu-Gi-Oh cards at you. It's more about like seeing if you're going to man up and stand there. Bring back Yu-Gi-Oh duels.
Exposure of corruption. Put out the documents, put out the evidence. We only have gotten halfway down the Russiagate hole.
Hey, for a reference point, look up Cassius Clay. Look up Cassius Clay. Cassius Clay, the abolitionist. He had a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh duels back in the day.
The people need to know that their FBI is restored by knowing full well what they did to unlawfully surveil them. The people need to know that there has been a de-weaponization, a defanging of the Department of Justice, and their houses of worship will no longer be raided. But they need to be shown the documents that said this was the reasoning they weaponized justice. And that, in my opinion, is how Congress can most importantly secure the trust or resecure the trust of these agencies and departments. President Trump is taking a huge first step with his monumental victory. Now it's up to Congress and the Senate to work with his leaders at DOJ and FBI to put out those documents. And I think DOJ goes a long way in that, but we're going to need cabinet secretaries who say, we don't fear the corruption that preceded us. It will make...
I'm just trying to figure out, how do you have the Department of DOJ now? Like what is going on in this world? They got a whole DOJ department. Like, I remember I sold off all my Dogecoins when they hit a penny. They're not supposed to be that high. How are we going to have a Doge department? Like, why didn't you just call Bitcoin? You want to have a Dogecoin department? What's going on, y'all? Come on. Does anybody got Trump's number? Can y'all give me his number so I can go talk some sense into him?
Because powerful if we expose it to...
I also heard when Trump calls you, it comes up as spam likely. I heard somebody on here, they was talking about they had a message from Trump or whatever talking about to come meet him wherever, and it came through as spam likely. They checked the spam folder. Damn dude's number.
the American public.
All right, Kash, it's great to have you this morning. We'll be watching. Thanks very much for joining me.
Hey, until next time, Cash. Until next time. Oh, what just happened with that, John? No, we gotta go through this. Okay. So, President-elect Donald J. Trump has named attorney. Hold on. Let's get up here a little bit. Has named longtime LA Cash App. I didn't know his name was Cash App. His name is Cash App. Cash App Kash Patel to serve as the next director of the FBI. Yo, why didn't they say this on the AP? Patel is 44 and an attorney with experience in national security intelligence and counterterrorism. He has been a member of Trump's transition team, advising the administration on other appointments. Well, you know, he likes hanging out with Caitlyn, so I guarantee he's about to be on the train. Is Caitlyn on the transition team too? Trump announced Patel's appointment in a Truth Social post on Saturday. Okay, so this is like breaking news, guys. Kash is a brilliant lawyer, an investigator, and an American first fighter who has spent his career exposing corruption, defending justice, and protecting the American people. Trump's settlement read, he played a pivotal role in the uncovering of the Russia hoax. How many times you want to say Russia, dude? Standing as an advocate for truth, accountability, and the Constitution. So, this is one of the two people left on Truth Social. I thought Trump wasn't on Truth Social no more, guys. But, you know, it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. Boop. Pop that bag. Pop that bag into place. Pop that bag into place. Pop that bag into place. Okay, well, what else we got going on? Let's see what's going on with the headlines. We're going to refresh. Okay, that did not work. Refresh, because we want to see if there's anything else going on in the world right now. It's just more people talking about this Cash dude. Trump picks hardline deep state critic, FBI head. Statement by NSC spokesperson Sean Savette on. We don't want it. Like, how's this in the headlines for the U.S. News? 100% terrorist. Hey, it's just another Saturday, you know. Saturday, there ain't never a lot of news on Saturday. So maybe we can find out. Maybe we can make some news happen. Let's see if there's any breaking news stories that nobody is reporting on yet. Pop that joint open. Pop that joint open. Pop that joint open. Pop that joint open. Past 4 hours. Okay. What's going on in the past 4 hours? No. My bad, guys. It's kind of hard doing this stuff with a phone. I'm like the only person online doing stuff like this with a phone, but you know. What's going on? Okay, here we go. Kash Patel, we already covered him. Cruiser Law. Tajana. Cruiser Lose versus Tiziana. Someone. That ain't nothing. That does not pertain to us, guys. Are you serious? Now I'll go back. Right there. Oklahoma versus LSU. Yeah, it's a regular Saturday. Everybody just talking about football. When will Fortnite be back up? Oh, Fortnite is down, guys. Fortnite is down? Are you guys watching me because Fortnite is down? When will Fortnite be back up? Become rooted in Battle Royale Chapter 6. That's got a weird character. We ain't going to look at that joint. Who's it from? Fortnite. Here's the exact time Fortnite Season Remix ends. Chapter 6 begins. Fortnite down, server downtime for Chapter 6. Okay, well, your kids had to get off of Fortnite a little bit anyway. You guys are always on Fortnite. Matthew McConaughey, I know I heard of this dude before. What's going on, Matt? Pre-game, he's another football dude. We don't care about no football dudes over here. We are trying to come up with news. Keen Ewers, another football player. Iowa State 76ers versus the Pistons. Kind of interested in that kind of. Not fully though. ACC championship. There ain't nothing going on with that. Let's see what they talking about on X. Let's get into these X Files, guys. The X Files. No, it's dangerous when we gotta go to X for news. It's dangerous. We're gonna read the trending and see if we can find anything. Co-pilots plus PCs. Survivor series. So everybody talking about survivors. Kash made #2. Fauna is trending in entertainment. Oh, let me pop this up real quick because I know this one can be a little bit crazy. I gotta like pre-do everything on here. Man, I love Fauna. I already miss you, Fauna. Oh, it's looking like it's a little AI girlfriend or something. So, Fauna is your friendly AI girlfriend. Friendly AI girlfriend coming out here. Michigan's on #5. You Were Sharp is trending in sports. Oh, that's sports. IUFB. Way is trending in politics. I think Way was the person that just well, I'll let you know about this. President Trump. Yo, hold on. That's how I'm gonna say his name from now on too, because you can't say dude's name too many times. President Pump is officially firing Christopher Way as FBI director. Oh yeah, that's why. It's the same thing all over again. Arch Manning, Miami is trending in sports. Aggies is trending in sports. Hook 'em. Hula leave. Hula. What? Let me get this up because like I gotta pre-screen everything on X because X has like it's the wild west, guys. I don't even think. Oh, it's just another one of these AI girlfriends, and she's half naked. See, that would have got us banned. I think there was some like stuff you can't see on it. You know, I'm not showing you guys no stuff you can't see. We got Jacob on the joint in wrestling. Holiday touchdown. A novel is trending. Or Norvell. Norvell is probably another AI girlfriend. Everybody got these little AI girlfriends. Oh no, it's a football player. So like the whole trending is Kash Patel, AI girlfriends, and football teams. So it seems like the incels are having their way on the internet. Let's see if there's any news stories worthy on Rock, because Rock be having its own little news section. Mega makeover from law enforcement to loyalty enforcement. Trump's tariff takedown. Unreal Revolution. Air tax. Trump dollar defenders. Tariffs and T-Bone at Mar-a-Lago. Trump's latest diplomatic coup ends. Some convicted felon. French social circle. Oh, he's hiring felons? Is Trump hiring convicted felons? Hey, Trump, I need a job. You hiring convicted felons. You should make me the White House press secretary or whatever. Give me a pardon, too. Give me a pardon while you at it. Trump's going through with him. Destiny Gay Agenda with Nick Ferrante. I knew they was both fruity. So Destiny from the Rainbow Mafia and Nick from the little racist club is out here. They said in a move that has left the political spirit in stunned silence, followed by uncontrollable laughter. Destiny, known for his liberal leanings and verbal spars, has repeatedly found himself in a very intimate bipartisan agreement with no other than Nick Fuentes. Well, if you know anything about them Neo Matrix boys, them Neo boys from the Matrix, they definitely be into that stuff, y'all. For one, they be fruity because they always locked up. For two, they definitely left leaning. For some reason, I always heard that it's like the KKK's on the right side and the little Matrix dudes they on the left side, and the Matrix dudes on the left side or whatever. That's who they send out. Like you ever heard of the little Antifa dudes that be sitting there getting up in their little mask or whatever, tearing stuff down? They're the same people that get to run around, what was that joint, Columbus, sitting there calling everybody the N-word, and then when people have a protest the next day talking about we ain't gonna stand for it, they start locking them all up. Like, you lock people up over a peaceful protest, but you ain't lock up none of these dudes that was out here beating up people and stuff and calling them the N-word. Like, it'd be crazy, yo. No other than Nick Fuentes, the poster boy for conservative extremism. I don't believe that. I don't believe he's a conservative whatsoever. This unexpected union is dubbed by political analysis as the bipartisan blow, where the two political extremes found common ground in the most unexpected place, under the sheets. The irony is thicker than Fuentes now confirmed non-villain status. Critics and supporters scrambling for footage, with some hoping it might lead to a more civilized political discourse, while others just here for the sheer comedy of it all. Has Destiny literally blown past political divides, or is he just another quirky plot twist in the ever-dramatic saga of international political figures? Only time will tell. Well, I got an unmonetized site called Don't Flex On Me that I just got for like a t-shirt shop or whatever. So if this video does surface, I probably should have did it with my little t-shirt shop. T-shirt shop, Don't Flex On Me. You get yourself a nice Go Flex On Me shirt or whatever. But hey, enough for the self promo. And also, you guys can tell, this show operates entirely on cell phones. Entirely on cell phones. Like, what? They're like, yo, people was like, probably like, oh, well, why does he got a PlayStation controller in his hand? That PlayStation controller is literally my mouse. The PlayStation controller is literally my mouse, you see? I was flipping around there and everything. Yeah. Yeah. We in the next century, bro. We in the next century. Stramer's border buffoonery, a plot twist, or a plot story. What? Stramer. I don't even know who Stramers is. Starmers. I don't know. I don't know who this dude is. Starmer's border buffoonery, a plot twist, or a plot story. And what can only be described as the plot twist of the century, or at least since the last season of Brexit, the blunder years Prime Minister Keir Starmer has stepped onto the scene not only with political promises, but with courtroom drama. Our new Barnister Prime Minister, am I reading that right? Yeah, Prime Minister. When I hit the line down or whatever, it messed me up. Complete with the gavel. Oh, and that's gonna mess me up some more. Complete with the gavel and a knowing wink to the camera, has announced the Open Borders experiment, a saga that would give soap opera writers a run for their money. Stramer is a valiant attempt to play the knight in shining armor. He insists on a whole bunch of stuff, but we're going to get some of this bandwidth back up. Everybody, if you watching on Facebook, I don't know why you're still on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I don't log into Facebook at all. So there's going to be like a little pause, and I'll be right back up. You know why? Because Facebook sucks. We getting off of Facebook real quick. Be right back.